Oh, there's a giant under ice. He just ate this one.
You're watching Canadian Mountain Man, your guide to Canada's wilderness. Billy goat country right here. Found a beautiful ridge, and this is my highway. Not many people figure this out. I learned this from elk hunting. One of the best ways to get through the forest. Follow the animals. Yesterday there was about 25-30 people crawling this area like crazy. They never found this perfect, beautiful path. And this morning I got up here 5 o'clock, nobody around, and I'm gonna push in about 1 kilometer to a spot that most people didn't even go and think they could reach. So here's what I just found. It's a nice little spot, and they're starting to get up in size. They're not too bad. This place has been picked very, very hard. There's 12 buyers here. I've never picked a fire that has had this kind of attention in my life, and that's in a lot, many years. It actually went to $24 a pound to the pickers the other day here, which is first that I've ever seen in my life. But you can see the pressure. There's cut marks everywhere. You have to really get in there and look, and then you start to find them. Also, just go where 50% of the people can't make her, and they will be there. There's a few more up there. I've been doing the side hill. It's a beautiful little side hill. I'm very close to the truck of all things. I just kind of walked my way into it as I was going for another patch. I figured I'd stop and finish my bucket, at least one of them here, and then continue on. But as you can see, one of my biggest secrets, I can't tell you right now. No, I'm just joking. It's morning sunshine. They just love it. Just wanted to throw this in here. There's lots of little guys here. They're everywhere. It's very encouraging at this point. At least people are, I don't know, I don't believe this was ever cut out, because there's actually some nice sized ones in here. But as you go up in behind this tree, you can just see them all over the ground here. There's them there, all the way up there. Oh, someone was here. There is some cut marks. Look at that. But I also realized that when a lot of people show up like this, there's a certain percentage of them that are maybe novice pickers, and they miss a few. But it's beautiful country, pretty aggressive, almost like billy goat country, truthfully. Or elk country. That's what it reminds me of, elk country. Some beauties. They're growing. And the mosquitoes are coming out, which that means they're going to go crazy here soon. Well, I want to take a minute and show you this. There's lots of little babies here. I picked over this way yesterday, and there was a guy coming through here, and he was chopping little ones like crazy. I never seen anything like it, so I backed off of him, and he continued up the hill. And what happened is he picked a trail right through all these beautiful morels. They're everywhere. And he just chopped little ones, and he missed nice big ones everywhere. It's incredible. I still haven't made it to my spot. I'm just cleaning up these areas where they kind of just almost acted like a bull moose and hiked on through this stuff. Missed like some nice, really fresh, great morels. Like just beauties. Incredible morels. So never get discouraged out there. There can be 300 people on a mountain. If you put your feet on the ground and you trudge it out and you keep your eyes open, you will find them in the most interesting places you never thought. See if I can get it up close for you guys. Man, those are beauties. Perfect white stem. They actually could grow a little bit more, but on this mountain I don't think you'll ever see it. Anyways, I'm going to get back at her, guys. I need to get a GoPro, and then you can kind of watch the action as it goes on. But I'll continue to take breaks and show you what it's all about. Back over now to the area that I kind of left off. The mushrooms are starting to get a little bit bigger. They haven't filled out 100% yet, but they're definitely not babies. And these guys will fill your bucket pretty quick, which I'm happy to be into again, because I have to leave here at 11 o'clock today and drive a big shipment all the way back to Alberta and deliver fresh mushrooms. And if you buy our mushrooms, I think you get probably the best quality around. There's a few. Let's put them up on the needles here. You can see with my knife, they're not giants, but as far as eating quality, they are absolutely perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what the chefs want. You really can't get much better than that. The big mushrooms, everybody loves them on video and pictures and everything. They're great on Instagram, but they are really a soup mushroom. They're not, you can stuff them and you can have fun with them like that, but the top quality mushroom is somewhere between about 2 inches to 3 inches when it's fresh. So they're nice. They're coming along. A little baby beside it. I like to hide behind the logs a little bit. A few behind there. Over there too. Yeah, beautiful mushrooms. I think that's why people love our mushrooms so much, because they get them so fresh. When we pick them, our little family foraging group, they're on your table within a couple days. And I think that's exactly why we do so well. Because people like fresh mushrooms, and the fresher the better. Do a little panorama for you guys. See the country I'm in. Nice and hilly. There's actually a creek at the bottom. And I did see a couple people in here the other day, but they didn't stick around. I don't know why. I guess they just didn't think there was any mushrooms in here. Lots of poop prints, but not a lot of cut marks. So sometimes when I'm trekking, my buckets are way up there, and I'm just cruising a perimeter about, 50 feet away from them, and I do a circle, and if I find a bunch of mushrooms, what I'll do is I'll pile them like this right there, and then I find a place very close by where I can hang my hat in the tree. So like that, hat like that. What I'll do is I will pile a couple piles like that and come around, pick them all up. It's great when we're foraging together. A couple of us will work together, and I will chop, and one of my other family members will go along and pick them all up. It works really, really well. Very efficient. When you're in them, you're in them. You just need to kneel down, look around, be patient, and you'll find lots. So I got back up to my buckets. There it is, laying on its side. We're on quite a hill here, so it works really well, a square bucket. You can see down over here, there's my hat hanging. So that's where that pile was. And I actually just picked a giant handful as I walked back to my bucket. So it kind of proves the point. When you find an area, look around, take your time, have a coffee break. You know, grab a drink of water. Just as I'm standing here videoing right now, I can see there's some over there. There's a bunch down in there, if you look. And then it continues down this kind of like a little bit of a flat edge of this hill. There's a little bit of humps and contour to this. And obviously what it did is it captured a bit of moisture, and it warmed up enough for the morels to start to come. And they're really coming. There's beautiful babies everywhere. When I come back next trip, because I'm driving to Calgary today, I will come back and take a look and see if anybody raided this spot. Hopefully they didn't kill all the babies, because it'd be a great place to start when I get back. Anyways, better start picking. I can hear the cars starting to warm up down there. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I've been out here for 2 hours-ish. I've almost got a bucket. So it's nice and peaceful in the morning. It's not too hot. The bugs aren't too bad. I love my mornings as it is. Grab a coffee and hit the trail. So I tipped my bucket up right there, and it's standing right where I finished that video. I took about 3 steps over here, and there's some nice big morels in here. I was blown away. Lots of little babies, but you just come across that one that is pretty amazing, you know? Nice healthy stem. That's a special one. He's almost like survival of the fittest. He's the fittest. And he's in beautiful shape. Last year picked ones 3 times that size, but I think you'll never find them on this mountain. There's just too much pressure. 12 buyers here. Some of the big companies have 3 buyers on the one fire. Can't believe it. And then there's independents that work with them too, so hopefully next year things will be a little bit more different, and we can have our space to ourselves and find those cherry spots. I'm not going to get discouraged, because I have been doing this for a very, very long time, and we're very good at what we do. If anybody's going to find big ones on this mountain, it'll be CanadianFunGuy. I'm not doing very much picking, because every single time I move, I'm finding these beautiful morels. So I gotta video them. It's amazing. And to think there was a guy that picked right up on my back pretty well to this point yesterday. Never found any of these. The littler guy right there. And there's another nice one right there. And if you look back over there, there's all kinds of little guys too. So again, this is going to be a spot that I check throughout the season, and it'll probably be kind of a measuring stick of what's happening on the mountain as the season goes on. I still haven't picked up my hat. Isn't that funny? My hat is I'm gonna have to take a peek here. My hat is hanging from a tree right there. So that shows you. Can you see it hanging? Right down there. Center of the screen. That shows you. Once you get into a spot like this, don't go running around like an animal. Just put your time in, look around, and you will be rewarded. It's amazing the treasures that this Canadian wilderness holds. And the morel is, it and the pine mushroom are probably the two most sought after mushrooms that grow in Canada. I had to take a minute in another video here for you guys. It's amazing, these little babies coming up. If you look up towards my bucket, there's a pretty nice one. There's lots. They're all poking out of the ground like little pine cones. And there's more over there. And what's amazing, I still have not picked up my hat. It's over there. So, it's one of these things. I will probably just hang out in this area. You know, probably go about 150 feet, maybe 200 feet that way, or 100 meters, yards, whatever you want to call it. And I'll just continue to work this hillside. It's beautiful country, no blowdown, so you can really motor through it. And the only thing I wish I had was my little basket here, because this style of picking, you just carry the little basket, fill it all up, and then go dump it in your bucket. And you just do a circle everywhere. Like, you can see the babies everywhere. This is going to be a phenomenal spot. We're supposed to have some warm weather coming up over the next few days. So those warm nights will really kick it into gear around here. And again, there's my square buckets. Feta cheese, man. That's what was in them. So they're food grade buckets. You know, a good knife and the will to go out and hike your butt off and compete against, you know, 350 other people trying to do the same thing. It's a fun game. It's like a big adult Easter egg hunt, I would say. So anyways, I better get at her because I got to hit the road soon, and I want to walk out of here with a couple buckets. Well, I'm almost full here. I wanted to take one more break just to give you guys a clip of what's going on. We got babies happening. And then, if you come just up here, this is the stuff you got to look for. Some nice ones right there. So, and people have been walking through here like crazy. It's amazing. And those are some beautiful, top quality, nice morels, perfect for stuffing. You can do a cream cheese stuffing in those, or any type, cottage cheese, yogurt. Man, those are a gem right there. They're hard to find this year as of you know, what's going on the mountain, but yeah, it's always encouraging to find a few. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up the half bucket I need to fill. Keep on hiking on out of here. Sounds like everybody's starting to wake up. I heard voices across the valley, so it's probably time for me to get the heck out of here before they figure out what I was doing all morning. Oh, I love it. There's a little guy right there too. Oh yeah, this is the stuff I live for out here. Every single season when it comes, I'm just ecstatic to be out in nature and the challenges it has. And man, do we see the most beautiful country in the world. And Canada, you know, as a wild foods producer, is something to be proud of. We have top quality matsutake, morels, boletes, cauliflower, lobster mushrooms. We pick about 15 types of mushrooms through the season, so I hope you enjoy our videos. Remember to subscribe and like, and we'll keep pounding it out here, doing what we love to do. Well, I'm starting to hear voices, and also almost have 2 full buckets. So I'm going to slowly make my way out of here. My alarm's about to go to tell me to get on the road, but it was a beautiful morning out here. I pretty well will have 2 buckets full by the time I leave here, hopefully. It's amazing the sound. It was so quiet here till about 9 or 10 o'clock. And then you started to hear the trucks and the quads, and everything was firing up. So that's usually my cue to get the heck out of here. Not have to pick shoulder to shoulder with someone else. So I'm going to hike on out of here. It was a great morning with CanadianFunGuy. I'm just taking a break from hiking here, and what's amazing is I'm walking out. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I'm walking past Morels like crazy, and not only that, I just passed 3 guys. So it's unbelievable the activity that's on this mountain right now. But hey, gotta be out early. I ended up getting 1.5 buckets. I was trying to pick as I came out. I'm back to the nice elk ridge here. I'm gonna make my way to the truck. It was a hard picking day. It was amazing. As I was walking out, I seen like, I don't know, 6 or 8 people going in. So it's one of those things, this fire, it may not last long. It's a beautiful place, and I've enjoyed it a lot, but the pressure here is nothing I've ever seen. Well, she's pretty steep and nasty coming up here, so I better let you go. And thanks for watching.